It starts on a normal morning that feels almost boring in its predictability. Coffee machines hum in kitchens across New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Dallas. Traffic crawls. Phones buzz with memes, work emails, weather alerts no one reads. Somewhere in America, a kid complains about school. Somewhere else, a nurse ends a night shift. Nothing feels historic. Nothing feels like the end. Then, for a fraction of a second, the sky changes. Not dark, not cloudy, brighter, brighter than the sun has ever been. A white flash erupts on the horizon, so intense that shadows burn into concrete walls. People looking toward it don't even have time to scream. The light reaches their eyes before their brains can understand fear. Windows across an entire city explode outward at once, turning skyscrapers into glass volcanoes. The shockwave follows the light like an invisible god slapping the earth. In less than 1 second, downtown disappears. Buildings don't fall the way they do in movies. They don't collapse neatly. They disintegrate. Steel bends like soft clay. Asphalt lifts off the ground as if the road itself is trying to escape. Cars are picked up, flipped, thrown into each other, and crushed into unrecognizable metal knots. Anyone close enough is simply gone. No pain, no sound, just erased. 10 seconds later, people miles away are still alive. For now, they feel the heat next. Skin blisters instantly. Clothes ignite. Trees burst into flames, as if soaked in gasoline. A rolling wall of fire races outward faster than a sprinting human, faster than panic can react. Those who run don't outrun it. Those who hide don't hide deep enough. And then the sound hits. A roar so deep and violent it feels like the planet itself is screaming. Ears rupture, people are thrown off their feet. Bridges snap, power lines whip through the air like metal snakes. The city's heartbeat, electricity dies in a single violent breath. In Washington, D.C., alarms begin screaming underground before anyone above ground understands why. In the White House, phones light up all at once. Military bases across the country shift instantly from routine to chaos. Somewhere, a general whispers a sentence that no one ever wants to say out loud. This is not a drill. Satellites detect the launch trajectory seconds earlier, but seconds mean nothing now. America is under nuclear attack. And the worst part is this. No one knows if it's over, or just beginning. Millions of people survive the initial blast, and that's where the real horror starts. Hospitals flood instantly, then fail. Backup generators kick on, then overload. Doctors operate without anesthesia. Burn victims fill hallways, stairwells, parking lots. There aren't enough hands. There aren't enough supplies. There will never be enough time. Phones stop working. The internet fractures, then vanishes. Social media freezes mid-scroll, leaving final messages unsent forever. Families try to reach each other and hear nothing but silence. Parents drive toward mushroom clouds because their children were at school there. Emergency sirens scream until their batteries die. Above the ruins, a massive column of smoke and debris climbs into the sky, forming the shape humanity fears most. The mushroom cloud doesn't rush. It rises slowly, confidently, like it knows it owns the future now. And then the fallout begins to fall. Tiny invisible particles drift back down to earth like poisonous snow. They settle on skin, in lungs, on water supplies, on food. People don't see it. They don't smell it. They don't realize death is landing softly on their shoulders. Radiation doesn't kill you instantly. It waits. Within hours, nausea spreads, vomiting, dizziness, confusion. People think it's shock, stress, smoke inhalation. They don't know their cells are already breaking apart. DNA unraveling like a sentence that no longer makes sense. Meanwhile, the government faces an impossible question. Respond or hold back. Retaliation could mean global annihilation. Silence could mean weakness and invite more strikes. Submarines beneath the ocean surface receive coded messages. Pilots sit in cockpits waiting for orders that could end civilization. One command, one confirmation, one turn of a key. In cities untouched by the blast, people gather around radios like it's 1945 again. Some pray. Some riot, some refuse to believe it is real until ash begins to fall from a perfectly blue sky hundreds of miles away. And far above Earth, the atmosphere absorbs something new: soot, smoke, fire enough to begin changing the climate itself. This isn't just an attack on America anymore, it's an attack on the future, because if this was one bomb, the world might survive. But if it was many, the sun itself may soon feel farther away, and no one knows yet how many missiles are still flying.